What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. So now we're on JP side of things. Dude, there's just been news after news after news all day today. So today, in this video, of course, as we said, we're going through the brand new information that was just put out on the Japanese One Piece Treasure Cruise Twitter account, which details about a brand new update that's going to be coming out very soon. And this new update looks to be one of the coolest updates that we've seen in a while, and it introduces new game mode, apparently, some new quality of life features, just lots of cool stuff, and it also teases some new characters that are going to be coming out, which is very, very exciting. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first tweet that they put out for this campaign was saying that the Japanese side of the game hit 50 million downloads, so that's very exciting. So they're going to be having a massive celebration for that. They always do very, very big celebratory events for milestones, for downloads, and that's just not with Treasure Cruise, that's with a lot of other games. So the fact that Treasure Cruise on JP is celebrating the 50 million downloads, I assume there's going to be a pretty crazy Sugo Fest associated with this. As for what that can be, well, I don't know. There's lots of different things that could possibly be. We've seen that, you know, the next treasure map character to arrive on JP, it looks like it's going to be a new dual unit with Rebecca and Viola, and we've seen that a lot of female characters are basically going to be releasing throughout February because of the Valentine's celebration. They always do it. They did it last year as well. That was actually, I think, was the release last year for the Robin and the Batch. I think that was the year prior. Yeah, it was the year prior, I think. I don't know. Either way, they always do big Valentine events for Valentine's Day. So that's what I assume is going to be happening here. Maybe the next Sugo Fest exclusive character is going to be a new female character. It could potentially be maybe a new Boa Hancock. Maybe it's going to be a new character that hasn't got a legend before. We'll have to wait and see. Or it could just be something left field that's not even a legend. There is some stuff in here that could hint towards some future legends that are going to be coming out. So let's continue on here. So the next tweet, this is the big one. This is the stuff with all of the quality of life features. So this first image here is so cool. So you've got Luffy, Taro, Zoro, Jiro. There's going to be a power up button here. That is really cool. So you can click this button straight away and it links you over to this panel. This panel is where you can power up your character using different things. So now you can go ahead and click on certain things that you want to power up the character with. The top one here is EXP boosting items. Of course, the character is already max level, so it says max in the bottom corner, and then it says max skill as well. This is for Almighty Manuals, and this says max as well because they do have max skill. But then you've got Forbidden Tomes if you want to level up their sockets. You've got Cotton Candy if you want to feed them Cotton Candy. Support ability, you can feed them the support medallions. Tablets for their potential abilities once they get limit broken, and then it says coming soon. So this is very, very intriguing. It looks to be that there is going to be a new sort of level up mechanic coming to One Piece Treasure Cruise. I don't think it will be like too long before we find out what that's going to be. I would expect in the next couple of weeks we will find out exactly what this is going to be about. Because last year what happened was, when it was around February, late February, was when they revealed the V2 German Batch Double Legend Raid Sugo Fest was a massive celebration, and that ended up being our French anniversary for that year on Global. So what I expect is going to be happening here is this big data download with the new version is going to be probably coming towards the French anniversary during 2020, and whatever Sugo Fest is associated with this celebration is likely going to be our French anniversary Sugo Fest. So I'm very excited to see what it's going to actually be. Now below that, I can't see it exactly. That's a Rainbow Dragon, so that's in terms of evolving the character. And then this one is Limit Break. Yeah, so you can Limit Break or evolve the character and then do feeding just from this panel right here. And of course, as you see, this character, they've selected the EXP boosting characters. So then it segregates which type of items or characters give EXP. So I assume if you go Forbidden Tomes, it sorts through all your Forbidden Tomes and puts them at the top. Same would be for skill books. You know, I assume this means for characters as well. So if you go for like for skilling up the character, like if you've pulled in a recent Sugo Fest and you click on skill up for the character, will all the characters that you pulled dupes off go to the top? If that's the case, that would be awesome. That would be so freaking good. I would love that update, especially for a player like myself that does pull quite often. Would love to see this. So this is a great first part of the update that's coming, where you can sort through how you power up the character is being revamped, which is great. Now, this secondary part is talking about there's going to be a new sort of feature for players to have a look at in terms of tabs, right? These new tabs are going to be on extra islands, and you can go ahead and click them to sort through what quests are going to be available. I believe it mentions specifically it's going to be really good for beginner players, so they can find out what kind of quests they should be doing. So this isn't going to really help out players like myself or veteran players or you guys out there that are really high pirate level. This is not going to help you out too much. This is just kind of sorting through your extra island quests, making sure you're doing the right ones, basically. This one is also a really nice update. So stackable evolvers and boosters is going to be coming to JP. So that's going to be a really cool thing for the Japanese side of the game. I know they've been wanting that for a long time. Globest had it for a while now. But then this is something Global does not have. You have now a slider scale to sell skill books or other stackable items, right? So if you have a stack of a certain thing, whether it be a skill book or even like an evolver you want to get rid of for some reason, you can use a slider to sell the certain value of that item. So that's really nice for people. I know a lot of people have been wanting this for a while now. People would prefer to just sell their whole stack, but I think that does open up a lot of, you know, user error that could potentially happen. Whereas with a slider, there's like multiple different buttons you have to press in order to actually sell a whole stack. But this is much faster than selling things individually by clicking them. So I think this is a great medium between selling the whole stack and selling everything individually. I do definitely prefer this style that they've gone for. It makes a lot of sense, and a lot of people have been asking for this for a while now, so this is a great update for the Japanese side of the game. And then we have this. So this is the panel that you see when you click on the adventure button or whatever it's called, where you can select either story mode, extra island, treasure map, Kizuna, whatever. So these panels are being updated. So you got Luffy here for the story mode. That's Shanks and Luffy up the top there. Extra island, so you've got a Princess Turtle, a chest, Blackbeard, Big Mom, and then you've got the treasure map, you have the Kizuna, and then below that there's going to be a brand new game mode. Well, we assume it's going to be a new game mode. That would make the most sense, but it does say coming soon. Now, it's basically blacked out, but we can see a little bit on it. So looking at it on this side here, this is Eustace Kid is here on this side, and then that is Capone. And there's some other characters, I can't really see them, but that's definitely Capone on one side, and that's definitely Eustace Kid on the other side. And then you've got like a temple or something here, so I have no idea what this could potentially be. One thing that I've been wanting for a while on One Piece Treasure Cruise was some type of alliance feature where your account and a bunch of other accounts are like allied together to form like a massive crew to then like maybe earn points or like fight other alliances in a quest or something like that. Something along those lines I've definitely been wanting in Treasure Cruise for a while, so if this is a step towards that, I'd be very, very excited. A lot of people still want PvP. I don't think Treasure Cruise is the right game for PvP. I think as it stands right now, Treasure Cruise does not need PvP. I mean, we see other games that are not PvP, like Dokkan Battle, and they are still very successful games. They don't need that type of game mode. They're not built for that type of game mode. And I think that Treasure Cruise is in the same vein where PvP, I don't think it would ruin the game, but I feel like it would definitely ruin a lot of people's experiences, as obviously PvP introduces a lot of like pay to win factors. So I'd prefer if they steer clear of that. As I said, I would prefer it to be some type of alliance sort of thing. That's what I would hope for, but we have to wait and see. It does say coming soon, so hopefully we get more information on that soon as possible. So now moving on, we have brand new support abilities that are going to be arriving for some characters. So they actually have listed the support ability for the Monkey D. Luffy, which is cool, and they do get different support abilities upon super evolving. I can see the colors there change. I don't know what they do. I will check that out in a second. V1 Sanji, Shanks, Cavendish, Hody getting a support ability is pretty good. Kizaru getting one is good. Like the more weaker legends are really good to give support abilities to. You know, make them useful in some way. Quick Whitebeard getting one is a surprise. That is very surprising. And then you got some of these old school ones. Typically the rare recruits and the raids, they're not really that good. Legends are usually the better supports. They end up getting some really unique abilities, but I would hope that some of these, you know, regular rare recruits get some really cool abilities. But I think it's not only these, there'll be like these characters plus some more will be added on. So I'm gonna go ahead and have a look at what these characters do. Alright, so I'm looking on the subreddit Discord right now. It says that the quick time skip Luffy right here, his support ability states that he only supports Straw Hat characters, and once per adventure when the supported character uses their special, he makes quick dex and side orbs beneficial for your entire team. That is pretty good. That is very, very good. And then side gear 4, which is this character for this ability, says, again, it's for the Straw Hats. Once the supported character uses their special, makes strength, int, and recovery and tandem orbs beneficial for all characters. Yeah, so here's 4 slots and here's 3 slots. That is still really good. So it's definitely worth maxing both of them. And then depending on the situation, you can put whichever one you want on your team. So if the enemy gives you like a full board of, you know, tandem orbs or a full board of quick orbs, you can make them beneficial with a special ability. So that's pretty good, actually. I actually really enjoy that, and I like that when they super evolve they get different abilities, so it is actually worth still keeping, you know, one of each of these guys. But that's all we know right now in terms of these support abilities. Now we move on to really exciting stuff. So finally, it has been so long since the release of a brand new training forest, but we have a brand new one arriving to One Piece Treasure Cruise, which, as you can see, quite clearly is going to be for Basil Hawkins. So Basil Hawkins' ship, it will be available in Treasure Cruise very, very soon. As for what his ship is going to be, we have absolutely no idea. Typically, training forest ships, they are pretty good. I don't think they're as good as the 30 gem ships, but they are still typically very good ships. But does this hint towards the fact that we might be getting a Legend Hawkins very soon? I would love to see that, because Hawkins is definitely one of the legends I was hoping to see, you know, around the time of the start of the Wano stuff coming out, and, you know, unfortunately we haven't got that yet. When we saw his treasure map artwork, I thought for sure that was going to be a legend, but it just ended up being a free-to-play treasure map unit, which was very odd. So a Legend Hawkins would be very, very awesome. We see a lot of Hawkins in the game are typically cerebral characters, so it could be another cerebral ship, but then again, we already have like the Shanks ship, which was another forest ship that was a cerebral ship. We already have the Zunisha ship, and I don't think they're going to make a free-to-play ship better than Zunisha, and if they do, that'd be pretty awesome, but we'll have to wait and see. We will have to wait and see. I do think the training forest will be very difficult as well. The latest one that they put into the game was the Big Mom training forest, which came out, man, that came out so long ago. It was like, yeah, it literally was like probably just after the release of Legend Big Mom. So yeah, it was a very, very, very long time ago that they put in a new training forest. I'm really happy that they are doing it. Like, they're actually acknowledging, like, oh, hey, we haven't done one of these in a while. Let's put one of them in. So that's very exciting. Now, this is also pretty cool. So this actually mentions here, this is a brand new Super Evolution. Now, without a doubt, as soon as I saw the artwork, I knew exactly who this character was. This is Robin, by the way. This is her, like, cap when she's in Dressrosa. And then this is the flower that she produces on top of the flower field in Dressrosa. Like, this is 100% Robin when she's protecting Rebecca from Diamante's like rain from the spike balls. So I'm excited for this one. Look, the previous Super Evolution that we got with Legend Lucy on JP, it was a little bit disappointing. So I am really, really hoping that Robin Super Evolution is a little bit more exciting, and she is definitely in more need of a buff compared to Legend Lucy. So I'm expecting them to go all out with Robin, make her maybe 3.5, 3.75 times Cerebral Captain. Her special ability, I think, will still maintain the damage immunity, but perhaps give her some other ability. I'm not really too sure what they can do. Maybe like add base stat boost to cerebral characters, like a really unique ability. That would be pretty cool, but again, we'll have to wait and see. And there is another silhouette that they've actually given us here. Now, this character, quite easily identifiable, is Jewelry Bonnie. And it does mention that this is a new raid boss coming. So yeah, this is Jewelry Bonnie because of her hat, you can quite tell. And then these are her two like main henchmen. So this is definitely Jewelry Bonnie that's going to be arriving. So another supernova character. We saw the supernovas before with Capone and Kid on that little banner for the new game mode that was coming out soon. This one right here, Capone and Kid. So, and then we've got the brand new, you know, another supernova ship with the Hawkins ship. So I know we're getting lots of supernova stuff, so are we potentially going to be getting maybe Legend Kid? Legend Kid would be insane. I would love to see that, or a dual Kid and Killer. Bro, please give us that. That would be amazing. But other than that, that's all the information that they've given us right now. So to give you guys a quick recap, 50 million download celebration for JP. They've got the new power-up method. They've got the stuff for Extra Island. They have the stackable evolvers and boosters, the selling of stacks. They have the new game mode potentially coming out soon, new support abilities, the brand new training forest, 6+ Robin and Raid Bonnie. Whew, lots of stuff to go through. There you go. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video today, and if you guys did, make sure to leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.